Dua Lipa is undeniably one of the most prominent figures in pop music today. With her album Future Nostalgia, she not only captivated critics but also achieved massive commercial success. However, as with many stars, the glamour in public hides plenty of drama behind the scenes. From rumored feuds to controversial moments, here are some celebrities who have tried to warn us about Dua Lipa. Rita Ora. Rumors about a feud between Rita Ora and Dua Lipa have been swirling for a long time. Though both artists have a lot in common and even knew each other before they were famous, their relationship soured. Bebe Rexha even confirmed their rift, providing more insight into why these two are at odds. Both Rita and Dua come from Kosovo, grew up in the UK, and even attended the same stage school and gymnastics club. Reports suggest that their families were on good terms as well, but it was at the 2019 Met Gala where their strained relationship became more public. Sources close to Rita told The Sun that while Dua had once admired Rita, she grew tired of being constantly compared to her. It seems that Dua, once inspired by Rita, now wants to carve her own distinct path in the industry. This tension traces back to their early days when they were still newcomers. Dua reportedly reached out to Rita's sister, Alina Ora, for career help, but Alina refused. Dua interpreted this as a deliberate attempt to keep her from surpassing Rita's success, which ironically she did. Things got even worse when Dua replaced Rita in an Adidas campaign. More recently, Rita tried to extend an olive branch by posting about the Put Kosovo on the Map initiative and tagged Dua. But Dua's lack of response signaled the feud was far from over. Bebe Rexha. Bebe Rexha has found herself stuck in the middle of Rita Ora and Dua Lipa's feud, trying her best to keep the peace. According to Bebe, the feud might never end, though she has pushed for a collaboration between the three of them. When speaking to The Sun, Bebe expressed frustration over the situation, indicating she has tried to bring everyone together but to no avail. However, after her interview was published, Bebe walked back her statements, clarifying that the media had taken her words out of context. She emphasized that her comments were not about the feud itself, but rather about the competitive nature of the music industry, especially when it comes to women. She pointed out that female artists often face immense pressure and are pitted against one another because of the male-dominated nature of music charts. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's feud with Kanye West is legendary, but surprisingly, Dua Lipa also became part of the narrative. Initially, it appeared that Dua was a Taylor fan. She was even seen wearing Taylor's merchandise during a soundcheck, and Taylor responded positively. However, things took a turn when Dua chose Kanye over Taylor during a game. When asked to choose between the two, Dua opted for Kanye, explaining that she preferred his music. Unfortunately, Taylor's fan base saw this as a betrayal and interpreted it as Dua siding with Kanye in his long-running feud with Taylor. This resulted in a flood of snake emojis on Dua's social media, along with numerous hateful messages. Dua later addressed the controversy, clarifying that her choice was purely based on musical preference, not their personal history. Calvin Harris. Another notable celebrity, Calvin Harris, might have shed light on what some consider to be Dua Lipa's diva behavior. During the 2019 Brit Awards, where Dua was nominated for multiple categories, reports emerged that she was unhappy with her dressing room. The Daily Mail revealed that Dua was upset because her room was located next to a beauty spa, meaning many other people were nearby. She reportedly slammed her door shut and removed her name tag so others would stop bothering her. In contrast, Calvin Harris, whose room was close to Dua's, seemed unbothered by the crowd and openly welcomed people in to celebrate with him. He even shared champagne with everyone, which made Dua's behavior seem unfriendly by comparison. Despite the reports, Dua appeared unbothered, partying with friends at the Brits after party as if nothing had happened. James Charles feud. First up, we have James Charles. Dua Lipa and the beauty influencer have had a long history of tension, with multiple instances of shady tweets exchanged between them. This feud started back in 2019 when Dua attended the American Music Awards. As with any major celebrity event, her pictures were posted all over social media. But things took an awkward turn when James Charles replied to these photos, stating, "I thought this was me." It wasn't the first time people had drawn comparisons between the two. Pictures comparing Dua Lipa and James Charles had circulated after her MTV VMA performance earlier that year. However, James's tweet received a backlash from Dua's fans, who saw it as crossing a line. Many users flooded his post, demanding he delete it, saying things like "the audacity" and "delete this immediately." A few weeks later, Dua admitted in an interview with BBC Breakfast that social media often gives her anxiety. She mentioned, "People feel like they can say things because they're hiding behind a computer screen. For me, it's important to use social media in bite sizes as long as it makes me feel good. When it doesn't, I take some time away." Despite this statement, it wasn't the end of Dua's interaction with James. In December 2020, a tweet went viral involving a shady subtweet from Dua Lipa directed at James Charles. The post was a screenshot showing two tweets, one by James Charles, who had uploaded a photo of himself imitating Dua's hairstyle and makeup from that day, captioned "twinning." Then, in what many believe to be a response, Dua allegedly tweeted, "When an ugly stranger calls you twin, no," with some laughing crying emojis. Though the authenticity of her tweet was debated since it wasn't verified, it stirred up a lot of attention. Whether true or fake, it illustrated that the supposed feud between James and Dua wasn't far from people's minds, with many enjoying the subtle digs at James, whose reputation was already under scrutiny at the time. Hypocrisy accusations while traveling. Another controversy that drew criticism toward Dua Lipa involved her actions during the height of the global pandemic in 2020. During that challenging period, many celebrities took to social media to share how they were adjusting to life while stuck at home. Dua Lipa was among them, voicing her support for staying indoors and advising her fans to adhere to safety guidelines. She publicly urged her followers to do the right thing and avoid socializing unnecessarily. However, fans were quick to call her out for what they saw as hypocrisy. Despite preaching the importance of staying at home, Dua was seen traveling all over the world shortly after making these statements, accompanied by her boyfriend Anwar Hadid and a group of friends. Dua's jet-setting lifestyle raised eyebrows and drew criticism from many of her followers. One Twitter user wrote, "Dua Lipa has the audacity to tell us to stay at home when she's been to about 4 different continents." Dua chose not to respond to the backlash and continued traveling, even as many fans expressed disappointment. It was seen as a classic case of celebrities saying one thing and doing another, a double standard that didn't sit well with a lot of people. Alright guys, that's all the tea I've got for you today about Dua Lipa and all the drama that seems to follow her around like a catchy pop chorus. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching. Stay fabulous, and I'll catch you in the next one.